And a good afternoon to you from Champion Christian College today on YouTube. It's Tigers basketball as your number 2 in the nation. Champion Lady Tigers host 6th ranked Randall University. Hi, everybody. Chris Sheeman. Glad to be with you once again. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Saints of Randall and head coach Michelle Garcia. The Saints 8-9, 2-4 on the road, and 3-1 in the Southwest region. Starting today, number 3, Savannah Deathridge. Number 10 is Savannah Bean. Number 15, Amber Bustos. Number 22, Michaela Marthley. And number 23, Mona Adams. Meanwhile, starting today for DeAnthony Ellison in his second season with Champion at 9-2, 4-0 here at home, and also 3-1 in the Southwest region. It's number 2, Name Manning. Number 11, Destiny Gonzalez. Number 12, Lucy Parsons. Number 20, Sakaya Bannister. And number 22, Araya Mendoza. These two teams meeting for the second time this season. It was the Saints winning back on January 22nd in Moore, Oklahoma by a score of 70-68. Tigers were actually outshot in that game 46-42%, and Champion was just 5 of 23 from three-point land. Savannah Bean, 23 points. Marthley had 20 and 13 for the Saints, but as you see here, Champion getting on the board quickly off the opening tap. Out on the run, it's 2-0. So Destiny Gonzalez in the first meeting, 24 and 10. Justice Irish Holmes had 15. Bannister with 12 points for Champion. So Champion looking to split this regular season, stay perfect here at home, and they're going to get a couple free throws here off a quick foul. It looks like Randall has some injuries. They definitely have a shorter bench. It looks like just 7 players active today for the Saints. So not good news for them. Good news if you're a Tigers fan, however, as these two teams meeting, as I said, for the second time this season. Mendoza, 64% at the line. Missed them both. Tipped for the rebound. Mendoza follows her miss. And boy, for Michelle Garcia, that's going to bug you. Major pet peeve, all college, any basketball coach, letting the free throw shooter get her own offensive rebound. Extra possession for Champion. Let's see what they got. And it's a bank shot. Sakaya Bannister is 2 for 2 today, and it's 4-0 in favor of Champion. Randall, look out for a Marthley, a double-double player at 14.5 points per ball game, over 10 rebounds per game. She's 10th in Division II in rebounding, but so far the Saints with back-to-back turnovers here. Parsons getting the start today, has it on the wing. Bannister, quick pass to Manning. Mendoza to the cutter, Destiny Gonzalez. And Champion making it look easy right now. We're a minute 20 into the contest, 6-0 in favor of your Tigers. Savannah Bean for 3, trying to get Randall on the board. Can't do it, but they get an offensive rebound, extra possession. Bean has it top of the key, takes it left of the lane. Shooting that 3 is Deathridge, too strong, and the rebound controlled by Mendoza. Here's Name Manning into the forecourt. Manning, 7.1 assists per ball game, second best in Division II. Lucy Parsons open for 3, can't get it to go. Destiny Gonzalez all alone on the glass, missed the first one. Second time she traveled. 8:01 left to go here in this opening quarter. Champion up by 6. Mona Adams running the point today as she brings it up for the Saints. Randall in their last game losing to Dallas Christian. That snapped an 8-game winning streak. 3 ball off the mark. First miss for Bannister here today. They lost 75-72 against Dallas. That was on Tuesday. They actually outshot Dallas 41% to 37%. Deathridge swings it out. Bean fakes the 3, drives in. Catch and shoot 3 is no good. Offensive rebound underneath by Deathridge. And we have a foul called, I believe. Yes, on Champion. Randall lost that game out shooting Dallas, and killing them on the boards by 10. But the Crusaders 18-10 in second chance points. Marthley had 24 points and 22 rebounds in that game. Bean airballs the three. Randall is cold at the start. Randall had 20 turnovers to just 14 for Dallas in their last game as they are putting up no resistance defensively. Nate Manning takes it right to the hoop. 7:05 to go. It's 8-0 Champion. Champion, meanwhile, won 91-66 against National Park on the 30th of January, ending that three-game road trip. First bucket is good for Randall, and we have a timeout. Well, during that 91-66 victory at National Park back on the 30th, Champion shot 42%. They had 16 offensive rebounds. Destiny Gonzalez led the way with 26 points and 17 rebounds, and those 26 helped Destiny top 1,000 career points going back to her days at Arizona Western in the NJCAA and here at Champion. Destiny going over 1,000 career points. Congratulations to Destiny. By the way, we're going to have a little presentation after the game for Destiny, celebrating her accomplishment, so don't go away as soon as we're done. Krishima, glad to be with you. Champion, good start. They lead by 8, 6:42 left to go. They have the basketball here. It's Manning on the far side of your screen. Gets a screen from Gonzalez. Takes it to the hoop. Too strong off the glass. Ball tipped out. Gonzalez from Bannister can't get it to go. Rebound by Amarthley. You will hear me say that quite often today, most likely. Amarthley getting Randall on the board before that timeout. Now this is Bean driving. Amarthley throws it too high for Deathridge, out of bounds. So that's 3 turnovers already for Randall. Turnovers, the problem in their last game on Tuesday, and that trend continues here today. Destiny Gonzalez, corner 3, bucket. Gonzalez making it 11-2 now. Correct score on your screen. Mona Adams driving. The cutter was Deathridge, and that is turnover number 4 for Randall. Randall just 2-4 on the road. They had a very tough early season schedule, playing a lot of NAIA programs. So I said it was an 8-game win streak. It was actually a 5-game win streak that came to a close with that loss to Dallas on Tuesday. So I want to correct that, but still, Randall playing much better in this second semester. Being cut off. Marthley can't get it to go. Tried to follow her miss. Nobody back on defense. Out on the run. It's Mendoza. Yes. Nearing the midway point of quarter number 1, and it's all Champion right now as they have come out focused here after losing to Randall on the road. Catch and shoot by Adams. Can't get it to go. A Marthley offensive rebound, and even though that doesn't count as an offensive rebound, the fact that she's there, she got the position, she forced the deflection, that's something to hang your hat on. So that's an extra possession. And a 20 on the shot clock. Catch and shoot 3 is up, and that is good. I believe that was Bean in the corner. Hard to see those Randall jersey numbers on my screen, at least. So 13-5. Nate Manning left alone. She'll fire. Can't get the triple. Rebound comes to Randall. So the Saints try to gather themselves after falling behind double figures early. 4:29 to go. It's an 8-point game right now. Adams to a Marthley. Deathridge. Is it out? Bean. Back to her. Correction. It was deflected. Marthley now from the elbow. Gets the friendly roll. So 5 straight for Randall, and it's a 6-point lead now for Champion. Bannister into the forecourt. Manning on the wing. Zone for the Saints. 3:50 remaining. Driving in, Justice Irish Holmes, who's come on for DeAnthony Ellison. Her first shot attempt is blocked. Take a look at that three-pointer, Destiny Gonzalez, as you see her roll out to that corner and bury the triple. So Gonzalez looking good from the outside and inside here in the early going. Quick trigger by Bannister, no, but the putback is good, and guess who? Gonzalez once again. Deathridge cut off. That is another turnover, turnover number 5 on Randall. Saints fans having a real hard time seeing those Saints jerseys, so apologies in advance. It should be illegal to have dark numbers on dark jerseys. It's atrocious. Bannister, top of the key. Manning on the wing. Irish Holmes. Reichert's come into the game. Named Manning left alone. This time she gets it to go. So Manning with a triple. 18-7 now in favor of your Tigers. So Nae Manning 1 out of 2 from downtown. Gonzalez has one. Here's the top scorer for Randall, and Marthley can't get it to go. Gonzalez has the rebound, throws it ahead. Irish Holmes drives around the defender, went right around her and scores. Justice Irish Holmes giving Champion its biggest lead of the afternoon so far at 20-7. And Marthley, double team blocked by Gonzalez, but they call a foul. Take another look at Nae Manning. Missed one from that exact spot earlier, but 1 out of 2 now after burying that triple. And then back down the court, Justice Irish Holmes. You see her with the hesitation and then blows right past the defense. Back to live action. It's a Marthley at the line now for Randall, and rims in the first one. More subs. Taylor Branch in for Champion. 1 out of 2 at the line. So it's Branch, Reichert, Bannister, Nae Manning, and Irish Holmes. Here's Holmes for 3, can't get it. And that ball's going to go off Branch, who was trying for the offensive rebound. It goes out of bounds. So Marthley's going to go to the bench here. As I mentioned, it's a short bench today for Randall. Just 7 active players that we see. So it'll be interesting to see here for Randall where they find their offense as we approach 2 minutes to go. They turn it over for the 6th time already here in this first quarter. Start a 3 straight at home for the Tigers after 3 straight on the road. Regular season starting to wind down. Good positioning. Did you see the positioning and the work that Reichert did there? Just slowly backing her defender down 22-8. Foul on the far side is going to be on Branch. See if we can't take a look at that one more time. And notice, if we got it quickly enough, how quickly, see exactly what Bannister does, just slowly backing her down and got the easy bucket. Back to live action. It's Randall with the basketball. Deathridge on the far side, bounce pass deflected, taken away by Irish Holmes. Justice into the forecourt, into the lane, throws it up, draws the foul. So Justice will go to the line. 6 out of 16 from the charity stripe this season. And Marthley quickly coming back into the game for Randall. First free throw up and good. And 1 out of 2 at the line. So Champions' lead now is at 15. Late in the first quarter, Krishima, glad to be with you. Quick trigger and an air ball there, named Manning with the rebound. Manning at 5'1", averages over 5 rebounds a game. Justice Irish Holmes buries a triple. And Champion is rolling as we go inside a minute to go here in quarter number 1. Bustos. Here's Bean. And turnover number 7 for Randall. It's tough when you have a short bench to begin with as Mona Adams comes back into the game, but you've got to be able to take care of the basketball. Janiyah Gilliam coming into the game. Nate Manning's played the whole first quarter. Underneath, Branch called for the offensive foul. Good defense that time by the Saints. Four-second difference between the game and shot clock, so Champion will have another crack at it at the end of quarter number 1. Adams into the forecourt. Right side, quick three is off the back iron. Gilliam with the rebound. Champion has numbers. Again, Randall not getting back on defense. Now they settle in. And Champion, Gilliam will throw it up. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, no, but Reichert's going to go to the free throw line. (26-8), not quite what we were expecting. Again, it's a shorter roster than normal for Randall, but first free throw rims in. And Champion a chance to go up by 20 here. One out of 2, so last shot time for Randall here at the end of quarter number 1. Saints trying to salvage something out of this quarter. And instead the defense by Champion stifles the Saints, and they run out the clock. So 1 quarter in the books, and it's all Tigers, 27-8. We'll be back with quarter number 2 in just a moment. And Thursday, Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. Second quarter action, it'll be Saints with the basketball. Adams running the point. Over on the far side, Bean drives in and she scores. So first points of quarter number 2 belong to Randall. 27-10 though. It's all Champion. Forcing a lot of turnovers. Irish Holmes in and out on the 3. Reichert the rebound and bucket. So Reichert has played well off the bench. Avery had just 5 points coming into play today. She's got 4. I don't think those stats are correct. That's what I have written down. Deathridge bounced pass to Adams, and Adams traveled with it. Turnovers have been the biggest story of the game for Randall. Right now, they have been sloppy, and that has forced a lot of opportunities for points off turnovers for Champion, and they have capitalized. Driving right to the hoop. Branch with the bucket. Champion up 21. Taylor Branch averaging 3 points per ball game, the sophomore. Adams right of the lane. Marthley drives in. Yes, and the foul. Michaela will go to the line. A 73% free throw shooter. Try to complete an old school 3-point play. Araya Mendoza will return as Branch goes to the bench after picking up her first bucket of the afternoon. 3-point play complete. The Palindrome 31-13, champion by 18. I believe Manning's still out there on the far side of your screen. Throws it to Irish Holmes. Hangs and scores off the glass. Justice Irish Holmes playing well. Another turnover here for Randall. Gilliam, extra pass deflected out, and that's a steal right back now by the Saints. Extra pass out, 3-pointer is blocked. Manning with the save. It's saved to Randall. Unable to get the bucket, though. Here come the Tigers. Irish Holmes, it goes through her hands and out of bounds. Gonzalez will return now. Marthley to Adams for Randall. The 3-ball is good. So Randall's occasionally been able to find some fluidity on the offensive end. Got to get some stops defensively. Gonzalez in the corner. Here's Gilliam. Cut off at the circle. Manning. Mendoza to Gonzalez. Too strong off the glass. And Marthley with the rebound. 7 minutes to go until halftime. Champions led by as many as 21. Right now they enjoy a 17-point lead. When Adams for 3 can't get it to go, it's going to be tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers. So we'll stay with Randall. Lucy Parsons returns. Bannister also back in. So starting 5 remains out there. I don't think Nate Manning has come out yet. Might have gotten a short breather in the first quarter. Now Marthley, face-up jumper, no. Another offensive rebound for Randall. Adams drives in. Faking a drive, and I believe that's Deathridge who's going to go to the line. If it is Deathridge, he's 78%. I cannot see the jersey numbers for the life of me. It's just not happening. I'm squinting. I'm doing everything. So neither free throw good. Destiny Gonzalez cleans up the glass. Lucy Parsons, the mid-range. Off the back iron. Rebound controlled by the Saints. Amarthley underneath. Over a double team, too strong. Put back is good. So Randall starting to close the gap a little bit. Bannister for Champion. Inside 6 to go, 5:52 to be exact here in the first half. Champions led by double figures for most of the afternoon so far, but starting to cool off a little bit on the offensive end. That's going to be another turnover. Turnover number 8, I believe, already for the Saints. Bannister into the front court. Gonzalez out to Parsons. Gonzalez can't get it to go off the pass from Mendoza. The second semester has been very kind to the Tigers so far. They've won 6 of 7. That lone loss on the road to this Randall team. That's Deathridge in the corner, I believe, missing that jumper. 5 of the 9 wins so far since January 1st by over 20 points. Their last 2 games, Champion have won by a combined average of 32 points. So they have won some easy ones here in this second semester. And remember that signature win against Arlington here at home was the last time we saw Champion. Nobody guarding Mendoza. Can't get the jumper, manning the offensive rebound. Again, 5'1", getting those offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. This time Adams collects for Randall and then throws it away. Deathridge couldn't come up with it. Aaron Powell will come into the game now. And Deathridge will go to the bench for the Saints. Parsons up top, Manning. Back to her. Champion working the zone here. And what do we have? Offensive foul away from the ball. So, again, Champion's cooled off a little bit. Opportunity, if you're the Saints, to try to make a run here. 4:12 to work with. Plenty of time to go in this second half. That jumper off the mark by Amarthley, and then on the rebound, we have a foul, this time on the Saints. Speaking of the second semester, it's been good to Randall as well. Their shooting has really improved. They were shooting 36% as a team in the first semester and 43% in the second semester so far. So they've been over 40% in their last 6 games, and they're 5-1 in that stretch. Today, shooting has been okay. It's probably below 40%, but really the problem for Randall today have been turnovers and sleepwalking on defense. Gonzalez comes up short. Rebound controlled by Powell. Saints in the forecourt. Again, on the far side, I believe it's Bean. Can't get the 3 to go, but she's fouled. So that will be 3 free throws. Savannah Bean, 61% free throw shooter. And all of a sudden, now with Bean at the line, you've got a chance to go from 21. Right now it's at 14. You can get it down to 12. So conceivably, Randall, if Bean can hit all 3 here, can shave 9 points off this lead. Well, she's going to have to settle for 2 out of 3. And got the third. So 2 out of 3, and it's a 13-point game. So Champion was up 21. It's now 33-20. Lucy Parsons, again, the zone underneath. Gonzalez coming up short again. Right now, the shot's just not falling for the Tigers. 3:25 remaining. Here come the Saints. Bean swings it out now. Cut off on the corner. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Ball batted away. It's a steal. Here's Bannister on the run. No, but she's fouled. So Gonzalez bats it out. And now Bannister will go to the line for two. Zakiya Bannister, 59% free throw shooter, averaging over 11 points per ball game. The junior from Kansas City, ending that Randall run with the free throw. First points in a few minutes for the Tigers. Bannister, 42% from the field this season, also averaging about 3.5 rebounds, just under 3 assists, has 24 steals on the season. Getting a couple much-needed free throws for Champion in a scoring drought. Taylor on the near side. Now back to her. Bounce pass to Bean. Takes the mid-range shot off the back iron. Gonzalez, nice box out over Amarthley, who's so good on the glass, as is Gonzalez. That'll be a fun battle to watch as we continue on here this afternoon. Bannister, cross court. Patient offense right now. Bannister, the open three. Yes! So Bannister with 5 straight pushes the lead back out to 18, and we have a timeout on the court. We'll step aside. We've got 2:23 remaining here in the opening half. Randall with some work to do. They'll talk about it as you see them huddle up. We'll be back. Savannah Deathridge coming back into the game for the Saints. Savannah Bean goes to the bench. So Deathridge back in. Adams gets it to her on the wing. All Champion for the most part here today. Couple of runs by Randall here and there, but for the most part, the Tigers have been in control. This is Taylor top of the key. Adams now. Shot clock is at 4. Deathridge got to hoist it up. They do, and that's a shot clock violation. So 1:31 remaining here in this opening half. Coming up at halftime, we will step aside, take our usual break. Don't forget, first of 2 today, we got number 1 in the house, Mark Barakoff and his Saints men's team taking on your Tigers coming up at approximately 4 p.m. here on YouTube. Gonzalez being aggressive, the turnaround no good. Offensive rebound, Mendoza swings it out. Justice Irish Holmes comes back into the game. Here is Bannister attacking underneath Mendoza. Yes. Champion doubling up the Saints 40-20, 1:21 remaining. Adams into the forecourt. Taylor, top of the key. Marthley drives and scores over Gonzalez. Nice post play there by Michaela. Irish Holmes on the wing. Bannister up top. The reverse, yes, by Mendoza. And you can see just so little resistance defensively there. I'm not sure she even had to take that reverse. Deathridge gets it to Taylor. Adams losing the dribble and frustrated as she commits the turnover. The turnovers have calmed down a bit for Randall, but after 20 turnovers in the loss on Tuesday against Dallas, they're on their way to matching that total, I believe, here today. Crusaders were also in that game on Tuesday, +8 in second chance points. We talked about that earlier. That's not really been the case today as much with Champion. They've really done their damage off of these turnovers. Adams with the rebound. Shot clock is off. Taylor cut off. Powell goes behind the back, fires the three. Can't get the friendly rim on the road, and the rebound controlled by Champion. 10 seconds to work with. Tigers will push it, though. And banking it off the glass is Bannister. So once again, the Tigers doubling up Randall. Chance for a half-court heave, and it comes up short. So all Tigers after 20 minutes of play. The number 2 team in the nation, Champion, leading Randall 44-22. Folks, we'll take our normal halftime break, come back and bring you the second half action here in a little bit. You're watching Tigers basketball here on YouTube. Start of the third quarter, and Champion in control, 44-22 over Randall. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. Boy, we talked about the turnovers in the first half, and they were higher than even I thought. 15-4 of the turnovers. Randall with 15, Champion just 4. That led to 10 more shot attempts for the Tigers. Tigers also outshooting the Saints 49% to 30% in that first half. So Tigers will get it to start quarter number 3. Leading scorer in the ball game is Sakaya Bannister. She's got 11 points on 4 of 7 shooting. Justice Irish Holmes has 8 points here so far today. Destiny Gonzalez, 7.6 rebounds. Nay Manning with 5 points, 4 assists in that first half. Leading scorer is Michaela Marthley for Randall. She has 10 points on 4 of 8 shooting. But turnovers have been the story, as it's 15-4 in favor of Randall in that category. Nay Manning off on the 3. Lucy Parsons gets the offensive rebound. Offensive rebounds have come pretty well here today for Champion. 8 so far. 6 in the first half for the Saints as Parsons misses the 3 and going to get a foul on the rebound, and it looks like it's going against a Marthley. Champion, 18 out of 37 in the first half. 4 out of 12 from behind the arc. Went to the line 8 times, hit 4 of them. And the parting of the sea, once again, Bannister goes right to the hoop. The defense at times has been non-existent for Randall, and you saw an example of it right there. 46-22. Bean cut off on the baseline, and she's going to be fouled. So 2 quick fouls on both teams to start off this third quarter. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. First of 2 today, Randall Saints and the Tigers on the men's side coming at you at 4 p.m. approximately. Don't forget, stick around after today's game. Tigers fans, we're going to celebrate Destiny Gonzalez going over 1,000 career points. Bean off on the 3. Nay Manning with the rebound. Manning, I mentioned 4 first-half assists, averaged 7 a game, being aggressive here. Can't get the bucket in the lane. Manning also had 3 rebounds. The stat book is showing 12 steals in the first half for Champion, but I only see 4 players with 1 steal apiece, so not sure how correct that is. But as I said, a flurry of turnovers in that first half for the Saints. Adams, Dethridge in the corner, Bustos on the wing, Bean driving, and she's fouled. So Bean will go to the line. Savannah, 2 out of 3 from the charity stripe so far today. She has 7 points. Looking to add to her total with 8:03 left to go. 2 quick fouls on Champion. And it looks like might have a sub. We'll check on that for DeAnthony Ellison's team. Lady Tigers at 9-2. Randall at 8-9. Randall had a 5-game win streak snapped on Tuesday, losing to Dallas. Champion coming off a 91-66 win against junior college opponent National Park. Local rival. Justice Irish Holmes did come in for Lucy Parsons. Mendoza attacks, and she scores the bucket, count it, and the foul on Randall. So Mendoza, 64% free throw shooter. Go to the line, try to complete an old school 3-point play. She has 8 points now here this afternoon. Came in averaging 12. Can't get the 3-point play to go, and the ball batted. It comes to Dethridge, I believe. Throws it ahead for Bean on the wing. Drives into the lane. Top of the key, and Marthley can't get it to go. Ball tipped out. Justice Irish Holmes collects for Champion. Lost the dribble. Now she's going to be tied up. Good hustle play there by Dethridge to force the tie-up. was a little hard for me to see the jersey numbers for the Saints in the first half, so I spent the bulk of the half going over the first half replay and pausing it, and I believe I've figured out now who everybody is. So Deathridge to inbound it, and that's 5 seconds. It was a quick 5 seconds as you see Savannah Deathridge kind of look over and say, really? The officials talk about it, and yeah, they agree. So 7:33 left to go. Another turnover for Randall. No, wait a minute. They did goof it. It was a kind of a quick 5. I was thinking maybe that was at 4. So the inbound comes to Bean. Bean thought about the step back on Irish Holmes, instead back to Deathridge in the corner. He skies it for Bustos. Bustos cut off on the circle. Here's Adams for 3. Can't get it to go. Irish Holmes uses every bit of her reach to get the rebound, but threw it away. Deathridge, another nice defensive play, but then we have an offensive foul as the pass was a bit off, intended for Bustos. And we're going to get a sub here as Aloni Taylor comes into the game. And it looks like Bustos will sit down. So a little disjointed at the start of this second half. Champion increasing their lead. Randall yet to get on the board here in the first 3 minutes. You can see a lot of communication between Manning and Bannister. So Tigers with the basketball. They have been up double figures for most of the afternoon. Named Manning in and out on the 3, and that ball tipped out last touch by the Tigers. 7:01 to play here in quarter number 3. Tigers turning it over just the 6th time here today. Bean will back it out now. Adams. Bean navigates around 3 defenders. Deathridge extra pass. Here's Taylor for 3 off the back iron. And Marthley the rebound, but they call her over the back. This Lady Tigers defense has been something. They're 8th in Division II, allowing opponents just 20.5 field goal makes per game, forcing an average of 22.5 turnovers a game. That's 4th best. Gonzalez off the mark, and on the offensive rebound putback attempt, she's fouled, so Destiny goes to the line. By the way, if you weren't around in the first half, while we have a moment before these free throws, in the NJCAA, where she started her collegiate career. Going over that 1,000 mark is such an important milestone for players. And I was wondering if points are transferable. I have like 37 CYO basketball league points that I scored in 3 years. If anybody's at like the 970 mark and we can transfer those points, they can have them. Get them over that mark. Let's do it. I don't certainly need those. I think I averaged 1.3 points per game. Mr. Big Shot. Deathridge off the mark. Parsons the rebound. Or correction, that was Gonzalez with the rebound. The pass goes awry. Manning looking for the cutter. Bannister was just a little past it. Taylor on the far side in the forecourt, and now Bean is fouled on a trip. So more whistles here in this second half. 5:51 mark. I believe that's 3 team fouls on Champion. 5's the limit to put Randall in the bonus. Adams trying another three. They're just not falling today. Marthley gets the rebound. Bounce pass is going to go, and bounce pass goes into the backcourt, and that'll be another turnover for the Saints. Randall and Champion are both 3-1 in the Southwest region, so this is an important game. Randall, remember, winning over Champion in their first meeting in Oklahoma back in January. So if the Tigers can go to 4-1, you want to be that one of those top two seeds. I believe there's a bye involved. Taylor with the steal for the Saints. Adams now top of the key. Etheridge throws it cross court, to Taylor. Adams now on the right side. Bean cut off, ball deflected. Manning trying for the steal, and Bean held her. So an offensive foul. Name Manning, who averages 4.4 steals per ball game, second best in Division II. Not necessarily going to count as a steal there, but that kind of hustle play, winning a possession for her team. So 5:03 remaining here in the quarter. Janiah Gilliam coming into the game. Irish Holmes out there. Avery Reichert checking in. Mendoza remains, as does Manning. So that's the 5 right now for your Tigers. Short bench today for Randall, just 7 players. Right now on the court for them is Savannah Deathridge, Savannah Bean, Michaela Amarthley, Mona Adams, and Alani Taylor. Now Aaron Powell comes into the game, and I believe she replaced Bean. So that's the 5 right now, minus Bean plus Powell for Randall. Sloppy inbound there for the Tigers, so Saints will get it back. Randall has not scored a point yet here in this quarter, 4:42 remaining. Adams into the forecourt. Taylor, top of the key, now drives to the right. Crossover, double teamed. Bounce passes it back out to Adams. Taylor now fakes the 3, drives in. Amarthley swings it. Adams hoists, can't get it to go. Amarthley offensive rebound, put back, no. But she's fouled by Reichert, and a chance finally for Randall to get some points here in the second half. They have been blanked thus far. It's been a ragged third quarter for both teams. Champion has just 5 points in the quarter, and Randall has still not gotten on the board as Marthley misses the first one. 73% free throw shooter. Michaela will try to salvage a trip, can't do it. And a lid on the rim for Randall right now here in the third quarter. Gilliam called for the offensive foul. And it's rough right now, folks. It is rough. 4:15 left to go. Turnovers abound here in quarter number 3. If you're the Tigers, yeah, you've got this huge lead, but you don't want to fall into bad habits and ease up. It's so in a basketball team's nature, it seems like. You get that lead and you relax a little bit. You see it every level of competition across both genders. Out on the run now off the steal. Bannister turns on the Jets, and Champion increases its lead to 29. This is not what we expected coming into play. As I mentioned, Saints are without several key players. Nakia Haro is out. Usual starter for Michelle Garcia. Just 2 players active on the bench as Randall finally gets a field goal. I believe it was Powell with the bucket. Irish Holmes, Gilliam, underneath Reichert losing it, and good defense there by the Saints. So Adams comes away with it, brings it into the forecourt. Amarthley will back it out now. Deathridge. Taylor tees up a 3, can't get it to go, and rebound controlled by Reichert. Irish Holmes steps left, fires a triple off the back iron. Mendoza the offensive rebound, and it's deflected out of bounds, last touched by the Saints. 2:50 left to go here in quarter number 3. We have another sub. It looks like Taylor Branch coming back into the game, replacing Mendoza for DeAnthony Ellison. And Champion throws it right to the defense there. It's a steal by Powell. Powell swings it to Adams, fakes the 3. Runner on the baseline, no good. Gilliam the rebound, nobody back on defense. Branch attacks, and recovering that time was Taylor to commit the foul. So good hustle play by Taylor, but Branch was able to get right past the defense, and now she goes to the line. 64% free throw shooter on the season. No good on the first one. This is a Tigers team that has been held under 70 points just 2 times in their first 11 games. They split the record in those 2 games. 6-0 when they have at least 20 assists in the game. First in Division II at 18.8 assists per ball game. And I always say, what do you look for in a national championship contender? And the first thing I look for is assists per game. And if you're around that 20 assists per game mark, especially in the college game, nice attack and score there by Bannister, who adds to her total. She's had a great afternoon. But if you're around that 20 assists per game total, you're there. You're in contention, because that tells me that that's a team. That's a team playing like a team, sharing the basketball, doing the right things offensively. That's always the first stat I look at when I'm doing a national tournament, to say, okay, who's got the best shot here? And that's where I start. It's not necessarily where I finish, but it's a good starting point. So the Lady Tigers right now doing exactly what they need to do on offense, sharing the basketball. That's why they have one of the best offensives in Division II. Of course, Arlington puts up those gaudy numbers year in and year out, so they're going to always lead in scoring and shooting and usually steals as well, although Champion, the second category I look at, okay, I go to the defensive side and I look at steals per game, and right now Champion is second in steals at 15 a game. As you saw, some discrepancy maybe, but they had 12 in the first half. Branch attacking, and the lead grows to 30 for the Tigers. Just 3 points on the board here in quarter number 3 for Randall, and it's been a tough go for them here today. Again, missing several key pieces. But Champion, don't want to take any credit away from them. They have come out focused here today after losing to Randall on the road by 2 back in January. They have recovered nicely. Michaela Martley back at the line, 73% on the season. Randall in the bonus for the final minute and change. So Champion's going to stay perfect at home, win their 10th game of the season, and go to 4-1 in the Southwest region. And again, it's all about seeding right now. You want to be in that top 2 and possibly get a bye. We'll take a break. Third quarter winding down. We'll be back. As I should say, Back to live action. Gilliam driving in. Branch traveled with the basketball inside a minute to play. Here in this third quarter, Chris Shima, glad to be with you. It's all Champion here today, leading by 28 at the moment. Tigers came out strong, took an early 11-point lead, and Randall showed some signs of life in the first half, but Champion able to recover on any run. So Marthley with the bank shot, 55-29. Gilliam top of the key, Irish Holmes. It's been zone for the most part today for Randall. Gilliam, nice deflection by a Marthley there. Taylor on the far side. Top of the key, Bustos coming back in and picking up the assist as Marthley's starting to get it going. So Randall shaved a few off of the Champion lead. Tigers still in control. Now Bannister for three, can't get it to go, and I believe that'll do it for quarter number 3. All Tigers, as we go to the final quarter, Champion 10 minutes away from their 10th win of the season. We'll be back with quarter number 4 in just a moment. Ten more minutes to go here in this one. First of 2 this afternoon between the Tigers and Saints. The guys will get at it about half hour after we're done, maybe 20 minutes. Don't forget, folks, Tiger fans, stick around post-game. We're going to celebrate the career 1,000-point milestone for Destiny Gonzalez as the Tigers force a turnover to start quarter number 4. If you're just joining us, Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. And so far today, turnovers have been the story for Randall. They had 15 at the half, over 20 already. Steal now by Bustos, and she had it poked from behind by Parsons. Looks like the starters minus Bannister and plus Branch. No, correction. Press Gibson into the game. So Caitlin Gibson, her 7th appearance of the season, running with the starting lineup of Parsons, Gonzalez, Manning, and also Mendoza, who pulls down the rebound. We'll see how long the starters stay on the court for Champion. With this 24-point lead, Destiny Gonzalez too strong off the glass. Parsons, the putback. Lucy on the board, I believe, for the first time this afternoon, making it 57-31. Relatively low-scoring game for both teams. Ball poked away. Gonzalez comes up with the steal. Destiny into the forecourt, into the lane, out to Parsons. Baseline jumper, no, and the rebound going to be controlled by the Saints. Double team comes in the corner, and Champion forces a tie-up. A little bit of a quick whistle on that tie-up, but Tigers control the possession arrow. Minute 4 seconds into this final quarter. Oh, Manning went right off her back on the inbound, but couldn't get the bucket to go as a Marthley blocked it. So Champion tries to catch him napping, can't do it. A Marthley cleaning up the miss, and on the offensive putback, she'll go to the free throw line. Again, Michaela on the season, 73% free throw shooter. Mentioned the Tigers assist per game. Well, Randall is right up there at about 19 assists per ball game too, averaging a shade under 10 steals per ball game. If they can take care of the basketball and get some players healthy again, they are a force. It's going to be a tight region tournament this year, folks. Don't forget about Dallas Christian. Maybe not this year, but they have the former associate head coach for the Kansas Jayhawks now running the show there is Destiny Gonzalez with the turnaround jumper. See how long DeAnthony Ellison sticks with the starters. Again, starters plus Gibson out there right now for the Tigers. Bannister getting a break. She played, I believe, the entire third quarter. Another steal for the Tigers. Champion locking down defensively. Gibson for three. Can't get it to go. The bench was ready to explode there. Marthley got it again. They've started to feed her after some offensive struggles to start the second half for Randall. They've gone to a Marthley and found some success. This is a 2-1-2 zone for the Saints right now. Gonzalez, the triple, can't get it to go. She hit one in the first half, and then Marthley gets the rebound and a foul by Mendoza. So the Tigers will do it again with National Park. That'll be Tuesday at 5:30. Then host Southwest at Venice on the 16th. Then they go on the road back-to-back for the final two region games against Dallas on the 19th, against Arlington on the 20th. An unfortunate break of the schedule. Not only do you have to go back-to-back, although it makes sense for a travel perspective, ideally you want to play Arlington first if possible on that back-to-back, but Arlington will no doubt be seeking some payback after Champion defeated the Patriots here in Hot Springs. Gonzalez cuts, Manning found her, bucket is good. Randall, speaking of Arlington, will play them on Tuesday and then go to Kansas Christian on Thursday as they start to wind down their regular season as well. It's Bean back out there, and she buries a triple. First three that I can remember in a while for Randall. Might be the first one in the second half. 6:34 remaining in the game. 24-point lead. Gibson will try to get on the board. She does. For Gibson, that's points number 10, 11, and 12 for the season. Came in 6 games, 9 points. Buries a 3 here, so she's got 12 for the year. Being cut off on the baseline, and we have a foul called here. Deathridge is also back into the game with Taylor, Marthley, and Powell. Marthley has it poked away. Good defense there by Gibson with the steal. Manning throws it ahead. Nobody back on defense again. Mendoza cleans up the board. So Mendoza goes glass for 2. And that's one of the things that Randall, shorthanded or not, they need to get fixed. Their transition defense today has not been good. That's Lucy Parsons from Nay Manning. Manning with another triple. The lead grows to 30 again. Manning with the assist, I should say, and we have a timeout. 5:43 left to go. We'll be back here in just a moment. 5:43 to go in the ball game, and Champion on their way to win number 10. Going to stay perfect here at home too. Go to 5-0. More importantly, they'll go to 4-1 in the Southwest region and drop Randall to 3-2 in the Southwest region. Remember, Randall also has Arlington on Tuesday. Arlington, I believe, is also 3-1. Nate Manning picking that pocket, taking it to the hoop, and scoring another bucket. That is Nate Manning in a nutshell right there. Defense that leads to offense. Remember, Manning and Gonzalez, the two seniors, can come back next year if they want. Let's take a look at this again, if we can. Nate Manning just poking it away and taking it in for the easy two. Offense from defense. That is championship formula right there. Starters are out. Taylor Branch into the game. Bannister actually is a starter, but didn't start this quarter. She's back out there. Gilliam, Irish Holmes, and Reichert, the new five, out on the floor. For Randall, this is Bean. Hit a three there earlier in the quarter. Got it to the cutter, Deathridge, and I don't think she beat the shot clock there. Score also wrong. I've got it. It's 70-37. That's the correct score on your screen. So shot clock violation. Gilliam into the forecourt. Underneath Reichert. She's done a nice job today getting positioning. Got the offensive rebound, but traveled with it. 4:24 remaining. Randall's going to fall to 8-10, go to 2-5 on the road. I mentioned 3-2 in region play. Bean from Deathridge. Taylor. Bean. Taylor to Deathridge. Shot clock winding down again. Bean will hoist and hit another one. Well, if you're looking for positives today, Savannah Bean starting to get going on the arc. Hitting a couple three-pointers here in this final quarter. We have a foul called that's going to send Justice Irish Holmes to the line. Amber Bustos coming back into the game for Michelle Garcia's team. Michelle Garcia has been at Randall a long time. They have a lot of stable coaching in that athletic department. Garcia, the longtime assistant, former player. She won the ACCA as a player and assistant coach a couple of times each. Getting a chance to run the program for, I believe this is maybe her third year. Irish Holmes connects on them both, 72-40, 31 remaining. Marthley can't get that one. The scoop attempt is no good. Taking it to the hoop is Branch, Taylor Branch with the bucket. Going quickly. Randall coming up short there, Bannister. Reichert banks it off the glass. Champion is continuing to push the tempo, 76-40. The Tigers over 40% for the fifth time, 43% I should say, for the fifth time this year. This will be the 10th game out of 12 that the Tigers have scored over 70. Holding a short-handed Randall team to just 40 points is nothing to sneeze at either, as Randall Averages just a shade under 69 points per ball game normally. Amber Bustos at the line, 75% free throw shooter. In and out on the first one. So these two teams will split the regular season as Bustos splits the free throws. Irish Holmes near side. And she's fouled. Don't forget, folks, Tiger fans, stick around after the game is over. Take a moment and highlight the accomplishment, over 1,000 career points for Destiny Gonzalez. So that'll be coming up post-game. We'll stream that for you live. So we have broadcasts on the women's side coming up on Tuesday, and then on the 16th, which is the following Tuesday against Southwest Adventist. That's an afternoon game at 4. So get off work early. Tell the boss you got to go home and watch yourself some Tigers basketball. Another turnover for Randall to put the bookend on this game. 2:20 remaining. 2:25 to be exact. Irish Holmes can't get it to go. Saints with the board. Bean underneath, and she's fouled. Boy, what I wouldn't give for a running clock in a 37-point game with constant foul calls. I'm telling you, they do it in football. You don't want to get carried away with it, but maybe when it's inside 3 minutes in the final quarter and it's a 37-point game, just keep that clock moving. How about it? They're coming up with rule changes every year in college basketball. That's one to think about. First free throw up and good for Bean. You could probably tell I'm not paid by the hour, huh? Bean 1 out of 2, and the rebound controlled by Taylor Branch. Swallow the whistles, boys. Let's wrap this one up. Branch drives in, ball deflected, taken away by Dethridge. Dethridge, nifty dribbling. Taylor gets it back to her. And here we go again. Another foul. This time it's on Bannister. .151 to go, and it'll be Savannah Dethridge, 78% free throw shooter, to go to the line. Rims in that first one. So Saints with a big game against the Patriots on Tuesday. 8-3 now after today's game against NCAA opponents. They lost against Barclay, Dallas, and now Champion. They were 0-7 against NAIA opponents. Irish Holmes gets it out. 3 by Gibson is no good. Caitlin Gibson checking back in, hit a 3 earlier. Nearing 90 seconds to go. Catch and shoot by Bustos, coming up short. Offensive rebound and another foul. Oh, boy. So more free throws to come for the Saints. This will be a Marthley. 22 rebounds in her last game against Dallas to go along with 24 points. She is a stud player and a junior for Michelle Garcia's team. The lone senior, Haley Hoffman, who averages double figures scoring, is also not here today. So, like I said, Randall is really short-handed right now. It's shown in the score column, but driving to the bucket, Taylor Branch, making it 80-46. As we approach 1 minute to go. That was Deathridge, I believe, with the bucket for the Saints. Catch and shoot three, Bannister. Coming up short. 49 seconds to play. Randall, a couple more cracks at it. That shot short. Deathridge follows it, cleans it up. So Tigers will take one more shot here. 80-50. This is, I would have to look it up, but likely the biggest win ever over Randall for the champion women. Gilliam drives in, comes up short. Saints. Deathridge will take it in for two, and that should wrap it. 80-52. So the Tigers improved to 10-2 on the year, 5-0 at home, go to 4-1 in Southwest Region play. They will take on National Park on Tuesday as they win today over rival Randall 80-52. A complete performance by the Lady Tigers, winning today by 28 points. Let's go down to the public address announcer now for a special presentation.
In Champion Christian College's history, there has been a total of 7 career 1,000-point scorers. Although it is a very different and aggressive league, there is something that makes this team extra special. Our 8th career 1,000-point scorer has become the first ever woman to accomplish this amazing task in Champion Christian College history. This was a national honor athlete, an All-American, and co-regional player of the year, and helped lead the Lady Tigers to national tournament run last season. So, with all work to do, please help us congratulate this special Lady Tiger of the season on her unbelievable accomplishment. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Miss Destiny Gonzalez.
So YouTube loves to hit us with copyrights for playing copyrighted music. So we had to shut off the celebration right there, but congratulations. Destiny Gonzalez, 1,000 career points, happened on the road trip. So once again, your final score, it's Champion 80, Randall 52. Stick around. Game number 2 between the Saints and Tigers is coming up at about 4 o'clock. Don't go too far.